Well, we just finished up round 2, and now we have only 8 contestants left.
That's right, Axar. We've got the we 8 contestants left. Wait.
No,
Okay.
we have 8 and 8. 8 from yesterday and 8
That's
from
right.
today, which
Oh,
means
Sweet 16.
which is what I will not be on my next birthday, but
Oh no, you will. You will.
Fun stuff.
yes, extreme.
And Andrew Prell, ladies and gentlemen, the brainchild whose man is Agora Startup Idol.
You've been at this way too long today, haven't you?
I've got all my mixed noun stuff.
Yes, mixed down. This has been an awesome couple days, going from 32 hard-fighting competitors down to 16 for next week. And we want to apologize for all the last-minute technical glitches, but we're understaffed.
We accept
Overworked.
responsibility, and I think the amazing thing is we got the job done.
Yes.
And so did you startups, you.
And we had fun.
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting.
Yes.
And we learned a lot.
So-
Made new friends.
Right. So this is all about getting traction to these startups. So if you don't like us, we understand that, because we've fought through this. We're going to learn what we're doing this weekend again. But if you like any of the startups, the whole purpose of us doing this is to get these startups as much traction as possible. We're trying to get 100,000 users for at least one, if not all, of our startups. All 64 and all that has ever signed up with us. We want you to check out their profile pages, subscribe to them. If you like what you see, bring all your friends, tweet about them, share them on Facebook, share them on LinkedIn, but sign up with them. Now that we've gotten through all of that, this was hard today.
Yeah, it was hard.
We had the supercomputers going, trying to calculate these scores you all did.
Yeah. I think that the interesting thing that's going on here, I'm going to risk violating the rules of impartiality, and
Well, you weren't a judge today, so you can do that.
okay, and we had some amazing people on this show, and at risk of sounding impartial, who would you like to see get, just off the top of your head without really thinking, get 100,000 new users out of Agora Startup Idol?
I can't pick. I want them all.
So, like, mention a couple and what they do, so that people who only watched the summary and didn't watch the whole show can say, "Oh my God, they had that."
Well, we had people coming in from Africa. We had people coming in from Sweden pitching. We had people coming in from Panama.
And the ideas.
All of them were awesome. I can't pick. I'm glad I stopped judging.
Sorry, did you give any 5.0s? There were a couple of went out today.
I got pretty close. I got pretty close on Trinity. They're doing something interesting, and
Trinity.
I more or less understand that industry, so it's exciting.
Jason gave a 5, the first 5 ever, to Near to There, which is a company that I guess the short version is if you say, "Hey, I'd like to go to Knott's Berry Farm someday, and I'd like to go to my grandma's house when I'm in the neighborhood," and you type those in, and then when you're out driving and you've forgotten about it, your phone beeps when you get near it, more or less, and then there's all kinds of social aspects and brilliant things I never thought of. The other 5 that went out today went to checkinon.me from Annie from Apple, one of our judges. Apple Annie, that sounds okay.
No, she's a lawyer with
She's a
lawyer.
lawyer.
with
Pardon me.
some startup companies. She was very insightful.
Very
with her-
insightful. And check in on
with her
me.
Tanya
comments.
was with
Tanya
Apple.
was Apple.
Tanya
Thanks.
was with Apple.
Thanks, Tanya. Thanks, Annie.
That's right.
But the 5 went to Check In On Me, which has run by Debbie Levitt, who I'm sure we're related. I got Levitts in my family.
Oh, so there's the impartiality, folks.
Yeah, there you go. But she could be really fun off camera. It's hard to keep up with her off camera, but when she gets on camera, man, she gets on track. She is a bulldozer giving a pitch, and the pitch is like flawless. She's a monster. And Check In On Me is a way of feeling safe about yourself and about your loved ones.
Well,
And
if you're familiar with a lot of different engineering tactics from way back, it goes all the way back to the engineers running the train. It's a dead man switch.
it's a dead man switch.
If somebody
But you
doesn't
don't
pick
want
up,
to tell your mom.
yeah,
you know.
if somebody doesn't pick up, then you know there's an issue,
Yeah.
and then you have to set off the alarm. So it's
Exactly.
effectively like a dead man switch. Instead of a button you have to press if there's a problem, it's something that if it gets past its timer and you haven't checked in, then it says, okay, this person hadn't checked in, and it starts hounding you. And if you don't respond to it being hounded, it hounds who you tell it to hound. So it's a very interesting deploy on an old
I
engineering
mean, now the parents don't have to be afraid. Hey, if you don't call me back, 911 will come get you.
Cindy, you're a big fan of Trent Me, and you describe
Well,
it even better.
it's useful even if you are not single, which I'm not single, but I have
Show 'em the
friends.
ring, huh?
I have Facebook friends that I would like to have coffee with, not just be Facebook friends. Trent Me supplies a place where I can ask that without fear of being rejected. So
I hadn't figured out what Trent Me was or whether it was in a business or anything, and she goes, "Oh, I've been using Trent Me for the last 2 hours." What do you mean? She looked at Facebook, and she's been like,
took
There's
me
something
30
she has to
seconds.
talk to you about.
"We have to talk about something." Now,
So,
see, what do you
shall
got
we-
to go home and tell your folks about?
I'm gonna tell them to come watch this next time.
Oh,
basically.
okay,
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah.
No, I think that as judges, next round we're gonna turn it up a notch. We've been taking it pretty easy on these guys, I gotta say. I feel like since there's not that many of them left, we can push them harder. We can ask questions that are a lot tougher. We've seen everybody's presentations. We can probably dig deeper over the weekend and find out some dirt about them. And start asking
Find out the hard questions that
Yeah.
you're
Well,
going
yeah.
That's the trick, because it's
Right.
discernment. In order to elevate someone, you have to put someone else down. And I guess as hosts, we're going to have to balance that out, because we want to encourage all the startups out there, but we also want to sort out the ones that seem to really take off to our judges and to our users. So you users, get on that website and vote and prop these guys up. Help them out.
now that we've learned, and we have them on video, and we learned all of that, they're going to have to change up their pitches just a little bit, because we are going to supply our judges with more information on them, more comparisons and that, for them to dig some hard questions. We want to see a couple of them sweat on camera when they're asked a
Yep,
question.
yep.
Yeah. It's all good fun. It's all good exercise, and it is going to result in someone rising to the top.
and really everyone's the winner.
Yeah. How do you do that? Okay, philosophy. How do you do that in Pinewood Derby with the Cub Scouts? Because in Pinewood Derby, you got a lot of great people doing amazing stuff, and one winner, and that means a whole pack full of losers. How do you do it?
Well, this isn't one winner. It is one person became the top startup idol from the judges.
Right.
But you at the home audience get to vote in multiple different ways. The main thing that they want you to vote is sign up with them, try out their product, provide them feedback, and if you like what you find, tell all your friends to tell all their friends to tell all their friends to come sign up with that company. That's the only way that we can get somebody over 100,000 users. And I would feel really good if we've got all of our companies over 100,000 users, because they all need it. It is what a startup's all about. You got to get to that plateau. And we've identified 100,000 as the first plateau that we want to help them get to that. So once they're there, a good CEO can steer them to 10 million.
I've got to take off on one of your analogies, which is you're using a lot of basketball analogies and stuff. I'm not a sports guy, but
I am from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, you are, sir.
Who won the NCAA tournament?
We have no idea.
I told you I am a sports guy.
Kentucky, after they beat my team, Louisville. So anyway.
Okay, but what I wanted to say is, if you use a sports analogy, there may be one championship team at the end of the season, but that doesn't mean a lot of guys didn't make good money playing basketball that year.
Nah.
That's true, but this is the NCAA. The NCAA, they don't make money playing basketball unless you play for a couple of the teams. We won't.
No more sports analogies.
However, like the other idol out there, that smaller one.
Oh yeah, Acme Idol.
The other idol out there. The guy that came in 14th, he's probably doing good off the 27 million fans he got out of playing, and that's what we're looking at. The guy who came in 64th, we want him to do well off the 100,000 fans he got.
So
I mean,
so let's send the judges in there mean and lean.
Yeah.
And even if we cross the line and get a little bit too brutal, the fans will stick up for the companies, and everyone will end up feeling good at the end of the day.
I mean, seriously, we only have a few minutes with these guys every time. It's only the users who actually get to use the product that can actually tell whether or not it's good or not. We're just here to provide the publicity, the initial spark.
You got that right.
And to rip them through the heart. I mean, you ask the questions that the people at home like, oh yeah, I'd like to know that. I'd like to know that about this company. That's what it's all about. Is you give them that business insight of this is what we're hearing from you, and you should probably steer it a little bit this way. Then they adapt. It's like who's going to be the best captain of the ship to steer their company to the first 100,000.
I tell you what, I'm learning. That as an advisor, when I'm a judge, if they come back and they didn't take my advice, I'm taking a little bit of a course correction from them. I'm paying attention. They didn't incorporate that. Maybe there was, maybe I need to wise up a little bit. So
I think everybody wants to know, because my phone's gone nuts. It's so close. Even the companies that we're in trying to write down the scores don't know who won.
Okay.
Well, how are we going to deal with that issue?
And I want them all to win. I want them all to move forward. So,
Cindy, you did the math today. You going to lay it on us?
I did.
okay, here we go.
Well, our winners are Best Buzz, Near to There, Check In On .me. I listened to her. Liftport.com, GameTut, Trent Me, Flair Code, and Crowd Salesforce.
All right.
Thank you so much to all of you.
Thanks, guys. Mwah. Mwah. Oh, are we going to do the yay break thing?
Don't.
Yay break!
See you next week.
And